Well, the suspended public protector wants President Cyril Ramaphosa and the National Assembly Speaker to intervene in her impeachment inquiry. Advocate Busiswe Mkhwebane wrote to them and the chairperson of the Section 194 committee requesting that proceedings be put on hold until the issue of her legal fees is resolved. A few weeks ago, the acting Public Protector Kholeka Gcaleka wrote a letter to the committee saying her office has run out of funds. Newzroom Afrika's Athi Mtongana has more on this story.
Suspended Public Protector Advocate Busiswe Mkhwebane has written to the President, the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Chairperson of the Section 194 Committee. Here is what she had to say about the contents of the letter.
The contents of the letter are my unhappiness in how the committee is conducting itself, especially the Chairperson. I was bringing to the attention of the chairperson that they can't continue with the proceedings, firstly violating the Constitutional Court judgment that I should have full legal representation of my choice. And in that particular letter also, I'm saying to the chairperson, now he's disguising the committee meeting as if, in fact, it's as if it's a committee meeting, but the evidence leaders are dealing with the evidence, are dealing with all the testimony which I've made.
The chairperson says he will respond in due course.
We'll consider the letter later when we're done with what we're busy doing now. And the important thing about what you're saying, so we received this letter yesterday, just 10 minutes before 10 when we start. I obviously would not have looked at that because I'm prepared to start the meeting. And 16 minutes after 11, a corrected version is sent. So apparently after things have been moderated by Twitter about the dates and all of that, the letter sets a deadline for tomorrow. We'll talk about that later.
The chairperson has suggested that the public protector perhaps approaches legal aid, considering the fact that the acting public protector has informed Mkhwebane that they no longer have money to be able to fund her legal team.
By Monday, in fact by Friday the 31st, it would have been 30 days when a notice would have been given to the public protector by the PPSA to say end of March we do not have money. And she was asked to start negotiations and other issues. By Friday it was clear nothing would have happened. I would have indicated on Friday that there are relevant role players that were going to edge on to assist and play their role, whether it is the Minister of Finance or Minister of Justice, the PPSA themselves. We're not involved in that. Our task is to conduct the inquiry. And the only thing we can play is to facilitate that happens. But may I also add and say, the Concord has been very clear that she must be given legal representative. But nowhere does it say that who must pay that legal representative. She could easily have gone to the legal aid to ask for those kind of resources, which is a state institution.
The Section 194 committee will sit next week with two options on the table. Either it will continue to hear evidence around the CR17 campaign and the SARS so-called rogue unit from evidence leaders, or they will then resume with the hearings with the public protector present, but it is still unclear who will pay for her legal fees. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Athi Mtongana in Parliament.